Welcome. You're tuned into the Crew Podcast and Media Network, where voices rise, stories shine, purpose meets the world.
Welcome to the Crew.
Come on in.
This is where it starts. We are the change.
We are the change.
Right here in our hearts. Welcome home.
Welcome through.
There's a place for you. The Crew around the world, lifting every voice too. Oh. We make space for the voiceless, hope for the undeserved. Real talk, real stories. Every voice deserves to be heard. Streaming live, we on the move. Facebook, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. From the mic to the nations, we build transformation.
Change begins with us. Faith, purpose, power, trust.
Seen around the world tonight, that crew shining bright.
Come on in.
This is where it starts. We are the change.
We are the change.
Right here in our hearts. Welcome home.
Welcome through.
There's a place for you. That crew around the world, lifting every voice too. Tune in nightly, Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Miss the live, catch the replay, 15, 20 more behind. Welcome to the Crew.
Come on in.
This is where it starts. We are the change.
We are the change.
Right here in our hearts. Welcome home.
Welcome through.
There's a place for you. The crew around the world, lifting every voice too.
Welcome in.
Welcome home to the Crew Podcast and Media Network, a space for the voiceless, the undeserved, and every story ready to be heard. Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. This is the Crew. This is home.
Lil Bay in the frame, let the block know. Houston in the pages, got the whole plot glow. Independent move, every step got weight. Turn the first page now, it's a don't miss fate. Drama in the chapter, pressure in the ink. Everybody talk fast, but the reader stop and think. Bold with the vision, sharp with the pen. Made a story so loud, it pull you back a bit. Turn the page, don't blink now. Every line got a chart, feel it hit, feel it now. Standing on business, yeah. Standing on business, yeah. Real got a story, come and witness. Standing on business, yeah. Standing on business. Drama, grit, and truth in a witness. New book alert, come and cast it.
Hey, what's up, good people? It's your boy Fifth Ward, little baby. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Houston, Texas. Anyway, listen, man, I'm here to talk to y'all about my new urban book, man. My new urban book is called Standing on Business. You know what I'm saying? It's written and based in Fifth Ward. You know what I'm saying? It's embracing the culture of Fifth Ward. You know what I'm saying? From an author who really came up, born, raised, and lived in Fifth Ward. So anyway, yo, you know, it's a good urban book, man. You know, it's called Standing on Business because it's upholding the culture that I grew up in, where you stand for your word, where your word means something. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, we embracing that, you know what I'm saying? But that shit like to last down and breathe. But y'all fuck with that, Standing on Business. It's lit. Book 1, book 2 on the way. Y'all can find it on Amazon. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of platforms all over, but mainly Amazon. Tap in with y'all Amazon. Y'all can get it. Shout out.
Welcome to the Crew Podcast. Of course, I am the visionary Queen Angela right here, y'all. We have an amazing author that's going to be stopping by and sharing with us on today. So I want you guys to do me a favor. Go ahead and share this out with someone in your circle. Invite them in. Join the conversation with us. Share it out, share it out, share it out. We are live currently on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I tell you, y'all, if you have not heard of Lil Bay standing on business today, you're gonna get an opportunity to get up close and personal with this amazing king. So I'm gonna move on out the way, gonna bring him up and allow him to introduce himself, and then we're gonna start the conversation about this amazing book. So let me get him on in the screen. Get him up, get him up, get him up.
I do go by Lil Bay. You know what I'm saying? Lil Bay was a name given to me by my family, by my mom. So you know that's something that I embrace. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know I'm here with y'all today, and I'm just here to talk about a little bit about myself and about the book.
So who is a Nathaniel? And before the author Nathaniel, who was Nathaniel?
Well, Nathaniel is a young man now. You know what I'm saying? A grown man now. You know, I was born and raised in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I was born and raised by my mom and my father. You know, there was a blessing to have my father in the household. And one thing he did instill in me was education. You know, they didn't allow me to skip school. They didn't allow me to shortcut in academics. So, you know, a lot of my elementary years, school years, you know, I was an honor roll student. You know what I'm saying? I was athletic. I indulged in sports. Uh, you know, I just had a curiosity about life, about it, you know what I'm saying? So that's really, you know, the foundation of how I came up, you know what I'm saying? Just an inquisitive mind and just continue to wanting to know more about life.
So what got you interested in becoming an author?
Uh, what got me interested in becoming an author was doing the incarceration. You know, I figure like I didn't. How can I be productive? How can I be productive in the situation? Well, it's not beneficial for me or my family. So, you know, I just continue to. I feel like I had a story to tell, like from my side of experience in the streets in the neighborhood of Houston and everything that I came up in the culture, how I came up. You know, I saw a lot of different artists write about this. So I was like, why not me? Why not share this story? But more important, just different type of things that I came to learn. You understand?
So without sharing too much about the book, um, could you give us an overview of what the readers can expect when they grab this book?
Okay, so this book right here, Standing on Business, Standing on Business, the overview and the concept about the book is about, you know, the culture of people standing on their word. The people, it's on the principle of people honoring what they saying. You know, that's one trait that I like, that I say is strong in myself, and that's what I like in others. You know what I'm saying? I like people to be direct. Therefore, they say what's it's conceptually built upon it. In the book, it's about a story about a young man. You know, he got that trait. His name is Sosa. You know, he came up in the streets in Fillmore and Houston, and you know, no matter what he did, he stood upon his word. You know what I'm saying? So the book more precisely is about him pursuing a music career. He got a lot of talents. He's very gifted. You know, I take him through the stories of that, on how he recorded his music, on how he get signed, and just the struggles and obstacles that he faced by growing up, you know, in Houston.
Wow. So I can gather that this book is based on your life and some of the things that you experienced.
Well, this book is based off, it's very fixed, you know what I'm saying? So it's very in a novel mode. And I want to say, like, it's more about what I done experienced, like, even from others. I want to say
Right.
it's not personally about me, but maybe it might have been somebody who came up before me in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Or in my
Right.
neighborhood or environment. And it was traits that I admired in them or something that I'd seen in my environment. You know what I'm saying? So I choose to share some concepts in this book in the nature as such. But I try to leave myself out like the input of the characters. You know what I'm saying? I intended it for it to be a real fictional novel, not too much based off my life. You know what I'm saying?
But experiences that people can relate to.
Right,
But giving them that, even though they're not real characters or people that we may be able that we actually know, but these experiences could be experiences that we have seen or people that we know have experienced them. um
right,
I know for me, when I write, even though sometimes I do a lot of inspirationals, but I do have some urban lit books. And with those urban lit books, they were experiences. I shared a lot of things that I saw and observed when I was in college, um, that other people may not even be able to experience because they didn't go to college. So I took that experience and tried to share it, but tried to give it life, through the characters that people can relate to.
right.
That's what I did with my urban book. But I know everybody have their own unique way. So what are some things that drive you, that push you, that makes you want to write? Like, do you just sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna write about this, or is it just something come up and you just have your notepad and you just begin to write? How are you inspired to produce your work?
Uh, sometimes, like you said, probably the first suggestion. Like sometimes things will pop up, and if I feel real strong about it, and if I find it very interesting, and I might be like, you know what, I think I want to write about this. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that I find very interesting, then I jot it down in my notebook or something and be like, it started as an idea, but sometimes like outside of that, I'm just inspired just to write because you know in my environment, my culture that I came in, to me, it's I love it so much that I try to play a part on make sure it's exposed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's exposed to others. I don't want it to be like swept under the rug in the greater scheme of life. You know what I'm saying? I rather preserve it through books, through novels. You know what I'm saying? So the generation after us can have an idea on how we live and how things go. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. So, since you have wrote this first book, how has the support been?
I have to support being
Yes.
the support has been phenomenal. I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of like people that I know that I encounter in different walks of life, and they all been to for me. You know, it's like a sign of inspiration. You know what I'm saying? It's like a sign of giving them hope. You know what I'm saying? On like, hey man, things can be done if we put our mind to it. If they see me do it, you know what I'm saying? That whatever that they hold deep within them, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a career choice, whether it's a business choice, it probably inspire them that they can do it. But at the end of the day, the support has been very, immaculate. It's been well received, and I've been grateful for it.
So I know, I know you have a daughter. How have your daughter's proud of her daddy?
Yes, I know. She's proud of me. And I think I think for her, you know, it's big of a deal for her than me that I done it. You know what I'm saying? I guess it kind of set like the grounds that hey, you can do certain things. Don't limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just believe in yourself and go do it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know a lot of people. Sometimes when we're in situations, we sometimes allow our situations to keep us from, chasing after our dreams. I'll be the first to talk about me because there was a time when I was struggling, when I wanted to give up on life, and it was because of books and some children that I was working with that gave me that self that second wind. When I was working with those kids and I was looking at those kids and they didn't want to read, like I was like, why my baby's not reading? And it brought me to social media, and I was able to explore and meet a lot of authors. And I got an opportunity to write in my first anthologies. This was in 2016. I got a chance to write in my first anthology, and it was so relieving, and it was so like never thinking that I would be an author, because you don't hear about coming up from where I come from. You don't hear a lot of black authors. We all we saw was a lot of white authors coming up. We didn't go in the library and there was a section of black authors, and now we are seeing more and more. But coming up, we didn't see that. And
Right,
the fact that I was able to walk into that, and now I can say I have over 180 literary works floating around these world around this world, like
right,
Amazon, Barnes and Noble, you name it, it's out there. And the fact that I can pour into other people and let
right.
other people know that it's possible, and a lot of people want to know, oh, it's got to be perfect, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. So when you begin to write, what was this journey like? Because I'm gonna tell you, the first couple of books I wrote, they wasn't the best. I mean, they had some. And when I look back over my books, there was some errors. There was some periods I missed. Some question marks I missed. Some little things that I could have done better. And every time I put out a piece, I try to improve. Every time I put out something, I try to improve on it. And I can tell you now, I'm starting to think that I've got something, and I've mastered something. Like I can put them out like this now, and it's just amazing. So, what has your journey been like?
Uh, my journey of writing really, you know, has came through. I done read so many books. I done read a lot of novels. I done read a lot of knowledge based books. But one thing about when I first started writing, reading urban novels, I paid attention to the pattern. I paid attention to how the story unfolded. I paid attention on how the author expressed himself through the characters, how he made the personality of these characters stand out. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I watched a few videos on our tablets, and paid attention on what certain established authors like. Oh, what's this guy name? I can't think of his author name right now, but he got a bunch of books. But he broke on like, listen, man, what you got to do is have your characters in your book. They got to be able to be relatable. People got to be able to feel them, to form. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically just personalized the characters of the book, and at least try to have the story personalized as well. You know what I'm saying? So some things. So that's my method. But most importantly, you know, I had trained my mind to pay attention to different patterns on how books were written, and I kind of self-taught myself there. I ain't go to school for it. A lot of things I just taught myself. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
so I consider this.
So, will there be a book number two to this book, or are you just working on? Is this going to be a standalone, and you working on something else?
Book number two is currently under works. I'm halfway through book number two. I might have it. It's gonna be a series. I know it's gonna go at least three. It's gonna go at least three, but who knows? I might take it further than that. It depends on. I don't have a storyline past book three currently, but who knows? If I keep writing, you know, I know-
Will we see some new characters?
sure, it's gonna be new characters in book two. It's a few new characters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. You know what I'm saying? Putting forth new characters, integrating with the ones who already been in the old book. So that's pretty cool.
Right. So, one of the hosts that's on this network, she does a lot of interviews with authors, and one of the things that she does is she asks the authors if your book could be a movie, who would play your main characters?
If my book could be a movie, who play the main characters? Uh, I'd say I wouldn't mind if Nick Cannon can play the main character of this book. You know, and I say that because Nick Cannon is familiar with entertainment, and his book is dealing with music industry. You know what I'm saying? So he'll know how to rock the persona of this person who is the main character, named Sosa. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Nick Cannon would be a good option. You know what I'm saying?
And if you had to put a soundtrack um, to this book, who would be um, an artist that you would use to write this soundtrack?
Right now, I probably use Lil Baby. Probably use Lil Baby to write the soundtrack.
All right, all right. And if you had to off a character, who would it be?
If I would have to offer characters,
Yeah.
well, you know what? The funny thing about it is, it's a character getting off in book two.
Oh, so now we gotta wait. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. We can't tell. No, we gotta wait. We gotta wait. Wait. See now, y'all see. Y'all gotta stay tuned. If you have not already got this book, look, you got to go over to Amazon. You can go over to Amazon, and you can grab you a copy. You can grab you a copy. You can grab you a copy on Amazon. It is available on Amazon. And I tell you, I'm gonna be posting a review soon about this book. So you'll be able to check it out on my Substack. You'll be able to check it out on my blog. So make sure that you're following. And I tell you, if people want to support you, they want to stay connected, how can they stay connected and see what you're going to be working on, what you're doing, even if they just want to talk about some of the characters, because I know a lot of these readers, they get personal when it comes to these books, and,
Right,
and,
right.
and they look, they be wanting to stay connected, so how can we stay connected with you?
Well, one avenue that readers can stay connected is through social media. So I got Facebook and I got Instagram. You know, my Facebook is spelled out filth, like Filth, Ward, Ward, and my last name is Bay, Bay. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way people can stay connected and talk about, you know what I'm saying, whatever is book related if they want any questions, you know what I'm saying? Anybody inquire about anything, you can reach me up. And I have an Instagram. My Instagram is the number two, the alphabet C and the alphabet S, like Sunday underscore Lil Bay, Lilbay. So, that's the start, you know.
All right.
And I have a Gmail, it's standing on business base. So, but most importantly, social media will be sufficient, that you
Right.
message. So that'll be a pretty reliable avenue.
So for those that may have the desire to write, or think they have a book, what is something that you could leave with them that can encourage them to go ahead and write that book and get it out there?
Something I would leave for someone who's thinking about writing a book, believe in yourself most important. Know that you can achieve and do anything you want to. That's one of the most key ingredients that's needed before an idea of a book started, and then from there, you know, you sit back and visualize the story playing in your mind, visualize the story kind of from the beginning to the end, and as you start writing, you got to fill up the parts in between them. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it interesting. You got to be able to hold people's attention. So, those are a few ingredients that I would give somebody who's interested in writing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to thank you for stopping by and sharing with us, giving us a little insight about yourself and about your book and what you got coming up. But before we leave, I want to give you an opportunity to give out any shout outs that you want to give out. This is the time to do that.
Okay, so first and foremost, I started out getting shout out to my creator. You know what I'm saying? I got to be grateful. I got to be thankful. And I praise His name before all because it's only through His substance that I have life, and I'm able to do anything outside of that. Secondly, I want to give a shout out to my wife, my daughter, my family, my supporters. I want to give a shout out to Miss Angela. Miss Angela always came and gave me just great advice. You know what I'm saying? She always been a great friend, mentor, in a lot of aspects of things. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. And I just give a shout out, man, to everybody who just moving in the righteous way. You know what I'm saying? Just stay peaceful, man. Stay love. That's needed in this world. You know what I'm saying? So that's how. That's how
Well, Well, I thank you for just taking time to come and share with us. And I wish you much success with this book. In the next book, we will be definitely looking for it. We will be definitely on the lookout for that. And that's all I got. I thank you because I know time is valuable. And I thank you for stopping by and sharing.
okay. I appreciate the opportunity. It's a blessing.
Of course, anytime. When that next book drop, you're more than welcome to come back, and anytime in between that, if you got anything that you just want to share, I'm always open. This is what I do. I just want to be an outlet for those that have a voice that they want to share. You never know what the next person may be standing in need of, and you never
Right.
know what your story can do for that person that may be in need. Because I know that there are people in the same situation as you that have a book idea, that have things that they want to do, but don't know where to start or how to start, but they see you doing it. It may
Right.
encourage them to do it. So my hat's off to you. I thank you, and I just want to encourage you to stay on this journey, to just keep pushing and keep leading by example because you're doing some great things, and I'm proud of you. I told somebody the other day that you was my play son, so I'm
Right.
proud of you, and I'm here to support you. So, y'all, these songs I created this song for him, and we're gonna play this last one. I got another one. It's a little different from the one we came in on, but we're gonna go out on this one because he definitely represent his hometown, Houston.
Nah, nah,
All
for
right,
real.
you have a good evening, sweetheart.
Okay, you too. Thank you. All right.
Lil Bay in the frame, let the block know. Houston in the pages, got the whole block glow. Independent move, every step got weight. Turn the first page now, it's a don't miss fake. Drama in the chapter, pressure in the ink. Everybody talk fast, but the reader stop and think. Bold with the vision, sharp with the pen. Made a story so loud it pull you back again. Turn that page, don't blink now. Every line got a charge, feel it hit, feel it now. Standing on business, yeah. Standing on business. Lil Bay got a story coming witness. Standing on business, yeah. Standing on business, yeah. Drama, grit, and truth in a witness. New book alert, come and catch this. Standing on business, built to last this. Yeah, from Houston roots, got a flame in the ride. Real life pressure. pressure and ambition inside. Every twist got a punch, every scene got a scar. Still the book pull hard like a light from afar.